Fabiola and Anonu.
Hello for another portion of a misty called the Barbarella with extensions. Hi, Dreams team! We were waiting for you and you are just on time. Nice to see you guys here. Audrey Beats, Captain Dream, Chris Bird, Monchichi, Shadows, and the Hive. Hello. And hello to you, my dear Anutu. How are you today?
Yeah, like I just said, today, November 9th, is a very special day for me. And so I have special feelings and I'm happy to share this special day with you all.
Thank you. Have you brought chocolates for us?
Like my husband would say, German chocolate is the best, and unfortunately, Oh no, you heard him. One of Steam is again giving me his computer, so he's with us.
We are always thankful for his kind technical support and the logistics he's providing. And mentioning the chocolates and the German chocolate brands, what is your favorite chocolate in Germany?
Am I allowed to say any brands here? Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know. Just describe it. Describe the package.
Yeah, I describe it because it's some little secret, because it's from Eastern Germany, actually, from Leipzig. It's close to Leipzig, and it's a small factory, and they all do it, not with hand, but on a larger scale. How is it called? Artisan chocolate.
Artisan.
I think. Yeah, and they just do all the old recipes that they have from generations before. And there is one product, it's like maybe you're familiar with this.
Is there a cow on the pack on it? On the paper?
No, not one of the global players. It's a small one. It's called Haloren, and I can say it right now. I do, because nobody knows it anyway.
Nobody knows.
It's Haloren, so it's HALOREN. For anybody who wants to check it out, it's they have fantastic products, and they all made like generations ago. And there's one product that is like Kellogg's cornflakes mixed with the best chocolate you can find. And it's crispy, and it's like, this is one of my favorite products. And then there is the nougat, which is awesome. And they put so much love into packaging and to everything they do. And I'm so happy they had a chance to survive the reunion of Germany, because, so many little businesses were just kicked out the race by all the big companies, moving to Eastern Germany and buying and, just setting stuff free and just closing production plants down. So it's fantastic that they survive, because it's a family-owned business since generations, and they stick to their roots, and this is what I really love.
Yeah, thank you for sharing this with all of us. And this sweet chocolate topic is giving us straight away a very good start for What's Up Dog, if you agree, Anutu, to start with this. And do you guys came across something impressive this week? Just feel free to tell us on the push to talk or use the voice chat text. My impression was not of this week, but it is tailoring to Anutu's chocolate team. Just wanted to tell you that apparently these artisan products are coming back as a major force on the market, despite they are run by families, hence they are small businesses, but they gain on popularity more and more these days. So recently we had a festival of the artisan products in Sofia, presenting brewery products, various beers, breads, dairy products, among them cheeses and kashkavals, chocolates. the most impressive one was Motica. Here I am going to say it also. No matter penalty or not a penalty, if they if they punish us financially, Anutu will get kicked out of Steamit, I guess, because my wallet at least will cover the penalty, and I'm gone. So maybe you'll hear me for the last time. I don't know. Anyway, but it worth to know that there is a very positive trend of searching for the good quality, clear food, and people are slowly but steadily recovering good habits of taking care about their health and quality of life, which is worth to be mentioned as an impressive item at the WhatsApp talk. My part. If any one of you has something to share with us, please be welcome and be active, be engaged. We have a Barbarella extended version today, but so far we are keeping what's the extended part. Is it the extensions in her hair or something else? Long arms? I don't know. But let's have a very friendly Friday and unload the burden of quite a busy week, I guess, for everybody else. At least the emotions went stratospheric with this Krakow live impressions yesterday by Rhonda. Okay, today maybe we'll have engine for the late show, also producing his angle and his story. And yeah, just take the stress down and feel free, feel comfortable. We can't provide good music so far, but we are thinking on it, and maybe we'll surprise you soon. Yeah, Nutu, was this busy week for you a productive one too? For you?
Oh, yes, definitely. My week is definitely ruled by the Welcome Wagon Digest and then the show on Fridays, and now also with one more project I hold very close to my heart, and other engagements I have on the platform. So yeah, by now, after all these months, when I look back, my life has really changed because, there is my life structure for the week, and then there is my Steam structure for the week. I would call it stream structure. So like I put out on the official Welcome Wagon Weekly Digest. Thank you, Pandaris, for that reminder, because Pandaris put out a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful article about the reef, about the amazing authors we have at Drop in the Ocean. And I really enjoyed it so much. It was so professional and portraying all the amazing authors. And I loved it. I just loved it. It was an excellent job. Yes, Dreams Team, definitely. And so he reminded me that it's the official Welcome Wagon Weekly Digest, because this is what it is, definitely. And I was so happy to read about all these amazing authors. So that was in the beginning of the week. Then there was the Welcome Wagon Digest, the official one. Wow. So this week's digest is about all the projects, the amazing projects that are happening right now with Steam and put out globally. So for me, it was like, oh my goodness, when I went into research for this week's digest, I had to write another post about my feelings that I was like feeling before Steam, like a little little one left in the waiting room somewhere, compared to the waiting room at the doctor's, waiting there for, when does change happen? When does change happen? I mean, I did so many projects on my own before Steam. I had my foundation for victims of violence. I had so many projects, and I tried to do to bring the change a little bit. But that simply wasn't it for me, because I felt this, that I'm missing this global connection with like-minded people. And so with Steam, for me, a whole new world opened up, connecting to the community and to members all over the globe that are sharing my ethics and and the things are close to my heart, to bring, every day a little tiny bit of change to the world, step by step, with projects, with a comment, with whatever, a curation, whatever it might be. So I really came across all these amazing projects that are put out right now globally. And so I became even more aware that we are living in a time of change, and that it's not about one project, that is important or whatever. Every project is important to bring Steam out to the world. And with it comes so much more on possibilities, on tools we can use to change the world maybe a little bit, tiny bit every day. And I'm utmost excited. And this is why this week's digest is about all the amazing projects that I put out. So what actually, Ravi, what was the project you loved most I portrayed in the digest?
Well, I usually do not review them as separate projects because I'm always looking for consistency, if you would like to put it like that. And that's why I love the Welcome Wagon Weekly Digest. I just popped a question for you and for any who is aware of the fact. Is there an unofficial Welcome Wagon Weekly Digest? So you have to put the official on it. Like, this is something that surprised me. Unofficial. Yeah. And by the way, I was thinking of how amazing this review is that you make. And I tried to imagine how it would look like if you provide yourself with this yellowish, brownish paper that they sell now at the stores and call it vintage, and start to print, to issue the printed edition. Could you imagine all these gentlemen at the Viennese saloons drinking their cafes and reviewing your Welcome Wagon Weekly Digest? Yeah? Why not? Why not? How about it? Just fantasize. Let your imagination fly. So, impressed by, of course, your selection of the author of the week, which, if you do the clapping for me, the applause for me, at Anutu.
Applause.
Yes, of course, because we need to introduce him properly. I think the guy deserves that. Just give me a minute to drop the link.
Yeah, and the author of the week this time is, very special. Everyone.
Dunsky!
But this is Dunsky. Applause.
I don't know why I'm so excited about Dunsky. I don't know this person, but what I had the time to see it, his place on Steam, it was quite a good quality. Thank you. You crack me up. Crazy BG Adventure is cracked by me. Why? Because I don't know Dunsky. Does Dunsky know about me? Maybe. Okay, just joking. So, this is why we have the author of the week. Please, everybody, tell Barbarella who the is Dunsky.
So, may I add something to Dunsky?
Know about him. Sorry to interrupt you. We started the discussion that I long strived for. I don't know about him. I know of him because of his posts that I have shortly and quickly reviewed just because he was recommended to me. But if you know something more amazing about this person that makes a puzzle complete, please, I'm open to know.
So what I have, it was usually the author of the week goes to a rising star on the Steam platform. So a person that really had proved by posting quite a time that the blog is worth to be the author of the week. So it's about, it's not only about one post, it's about the whole blog. And this is why we look very into detail what that's all about. And we love to support the rising stars, like I just said. And Dansky is for sure no rising star, I think. I think he's well known and he's there for a long time. And he's a professional without any doubt, and he does advertisement designs and advertisement. How do I call it? Cartoon designs or something like this in English. So, but I was impressed. You know why I was so much impressed? Because he is doing digital art. Okay, so digital art can be done different ways. Digital art can be done that you just be on your computer and design, and this is valuable and most amazing. And I love digital art. And on the other hand, you can join two separate kinds of expressions, artistic expressions. So you can draw something and then turn it into digital design. So you're coming from the old school design of drawing and then turn your drawing into a digital design. And this is what I like, so much, to have this connection between the old school stuff, drawing on a paper with a pencil, very down to earth, very, artistic.
Yeah, great flood of information.
Going from
yeah, go on, please.
No, that's all.
That was Jens. Maybe. Captain Dream's team is waiting for you, maybe, to answer her questions, by the way. How was he involved at his team? She has this app on her phone. Is CMO chief marketing officer? Any idea? Any information on that, Anutu? Or anybody else?
Yes. As far as I know, he's marketing chief of his team.
Confirmed by Penderis right now. Thank you, Pen. I played a word game with Penderis' team name, and I need to tell him, otherwise it will be a very impolite joke. This project of Captain Dream's team, or a challenge rather, it was rather a challenge about the patronesses we were asked to kindly choose. So it appeared that in the Welcome Wagon family, there are a lot of people born in the year of the dragon, and those who were not born in the year of the dragon were obvious fans of the dragon. And I popped something like a comment: if Pandaris is born in the year of the dragon, that will make our house the Pendragon house. The Pendragon house is the King Arthur's house. Maybe crazy. I will invite you to put some light on the matter, because you are from that part of the world. Uther Pendragon and his wife, what was her name? She had a very female name, King Arthur's mother. Igraine. Oh, what a lovely name. Always reminds me of our Edith, these fairy tales. So yeah, a lot of dragons in the house. No, Guinevere was later. She was Arthur's wife. Arthur's mother is Igraine. Arthur's sister is Morgana. right? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Morgana rules, indeed, Pen. I love her also. Yeah. So where we are at, we are totally lost in this live conversation. So we stopped at your weekly digest and the skills of Dansky. You you are not to really provoked my interest for this person. Plus, he is into the marketing. Well, we may share common things, but to tell you guys, I don't think it would be very rude if we uh, just go to our nominated authors of the week uh, chosen posts, nominated posts, and drop a nice comment like, "Hello, we are Barbarella hosts, and herewith we do officially inform you that you are part of the official WWWD, and you are our nominee for the Author of the Week at the Barbarella Show. Please uh, confirm or deny your um, participation in our show." I think we need to contact more closely. We need to approach our authors of the week because of people like me. Because I'm now curious, I want to know more, and what I usually do is to go to the source and have the information at the source. But you were very, very positive, very engaged, and very helpful to describe and outline certain skills at this person. So yes, I'll pop more often at the Steam server I'm on it and see how Dunsky moves forward and upgrades. Thank you very much. Now, little by little, we are getting to the half of Barbarella, where there should be a lovely surprise for our um, audience here. Do we have a tease release that we would like to promote? I think we do. So I will, in praise of our genius team, Anutu and One's team, I am very glad to promote this 43 seconds video spot these two bright guys created for us to enjoy. And here is a link. For those of you who missed it in various spots, it was included. Here is a link to the wherever you are, whatever you do. Spot created by Anutu and one of Steam. Now, huge thanks for that. For me, this is a very professional product, and we can also comment on this. But I would like, personally, my wish is to use this as a part of the Barbarella show, maybe to close the Barbarella show. What do you think about this, Anutu? Could you make a shorter version to close our Barbarella show with this?
Of course I can. Of course, no problem. Shorter is always possible. You know, when you put all your thoughts together to create a promo video, and you like to stick to the time, it's always harder to get it done in 30 seconds. So, 40 seconds. Shorter is always possible, my lady.
Yes, you remind me of a mentor I had in my life who explained life insurance this way. He would usually take a A4 formatted piece of white paper and ask us, what is this? And usually we would say, yes, this is a paper. Yes, but this is a long paper. Now I'm cutting the long story short. And he halved it. And then he said, you see what is possible in life. You can cut the long short But if you want to make the shorter long, it wouldn't produce necessary good results. So thank you for reminding me about this great teacher in my life. Uh, oh yes, here is a piece of a suggestion coming from the Hive, Anutu. Bear in mind that if you go too short, you are left with just a picture. I'm taking this seriously now, absolutely. Or let's comment on it. How about, what do you think? Give me your thoughts about it, please.
Yeah, absolutely. I could also make a picture. You know, it's like the shortest video you can do is one picture, of course. And I think this is possible because, you know, it's like you said, you know, when you like to bring a message to an audience, you know, do it as short and compact as possible. Yeah, everything else is entertainment, I think, like you said.
Yeah.
So I agree 100%.
You have Captain Dream's team, as I'm mentioning this a couple of times today, stratospheric emotional. I liked this length, okay? You liked this length, dear Dreamy, but I don't fancy you sitting in silence 43 seconds. When I'm telling you 43 seconds, this sounds not a lot of time, but if you just do sit and do nothing else, it's a long time. It's a lot of things you can say in 43 seconds. You can break the news in 43 seconds, and it's a long outro. Usually, if we announce something on air at a regular radio station in the real life, that would be we used to have 30 seconds. 30 seconds instrumental in the background, and this is 43. But it's lovely, absolutely lovely. This is a very this will be an emblematic video spot for Barbarella, I think. And it's also very, very good to have a shorter version. If Anutu agrees that it is possible, then I'm pretty happy with this.
Of course, not a problem.
See what Ben says. 43 seconds of quiet, and I will see you in a few hours after my nap. Absolutely, I do agree. This is right. Yeah. So this is how Barbarella slowly uh, updates, matures, extends, because mainly of Anutu professional skills in the area of promoting and marketing, which is huge thanks. I didn't have the possibility to thank you so far, but here is a loud crowd in front of the people. Thank you, Anutu, for doing this for Barbarella. Should we reveal other secrets or just put them on suspense another week? What do you think? Anutu.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
here.
here. I just having.
I'm so used to losing you from time to time. I was asking, what do you think? Should we reveal more secrets to them, or just put the audience on suspense for another week?
No, go ahead. That's a good idea because my internet connection right now is very, very weak again. I'm sorry for that. So it would be, I even don't know if you can hear me because I have
Well,
sometimes cutting up.
If that's the situation with your internet connection, I will feel free to update you with what is happening in the background. And here are some more suggestions coming up from our amazing audience today, despite of the very, very early hour in the States, across the Atlantic. Thank you for being so awakened. So here is Captain Dream's team. Maybe speed it up at twice the speed. Oh, this is fun. You're making jokes of us, huh? Then it will be 22, whatever the 22 means. And a he. He is Captain Dream's team's reaction. Every week, one more step up. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, this is suggestion that we keep up the dynamics of improving every week, step up. Okay, so Anuto, what does it mean if you speed the video up twice and then it will be 22? Will you decode? Please decode this for me.
Just speeding up won't do the job because the sound will then will be like in a all that kind of stuff. No. I think we don't do it that way. It's always possible. So yeah, we do the sound for 43 seconds, and the video, the visual material is 22. That will do the job. So
22 seconds. She clarified that 22 seconds she wanted to clarify.
All right. Now I just thought of having the visual material in 22 seconds, and then you have this short nap, and then you're woken up by the sound again. That's also
now here is what Captain Dream's team meant actually. Leave the sound as the 43 seconds and just speed up the video. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this, but
like
I just wanted to make a joke.
I'm making a joke of every serious thing. Whenever I see a serious topic, I make a joke of it. Even if I fall, whenever I fall, and I do that quite often on public places, like stumble and fall. Well, I'm very surprised with myself. I should be crying, being depressed or annoyed. Don't know, but usually I'm making a joke. So don't rely on me to comment seriously today. This is the light extended version of Barbarella, and Barbarella is a light show as we decided it to be. Chipmunks. So yeah, I'm reading and reviewing Captain Dream's team again, and try to imagine what will happen going very fast through the town. Maybe that will make this speed up. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right, my lady. Of course.
Penderis explained my psychological state of mind. We love to keep from crying. I didn't realize that so far. Oh, thank you. Yet another day to know something new. Thank you. There will be another cappuccino for Penderis if you drink such kind of things. Drinks. Oh, mentioning the drinks, let me tell you what joke I made to Captain Dream's team this week, and she was she accepted it so honorably. Impressive, just impressive. You know, Anutu, that we have a cupbearer in the house who is our assistant for the links, and we call the person a cupbearer because he or she assists us to have the fun, to be festive. And I made a intentional error substituting drinks with links, and of course I clarified, like, the cupbearer is the one who will provide the drinks, pardon me, the links, which is quite a cliche, but it was by that time of the day very funny to me, and could be offensive. I realized just 2-3 days ago, but no, she was so graceful about taking my jokes on her account. She is Dream's team. Yeah, thank you for being of such a kind disposition to us, and for your glorious sense of humor. Oh, I'm making you laugh every day. I don't know how am I able to make you laugh every day, but thanks you. Thanks to you. Thanks you. Oh, The greatest joke is when I combine two words in one, like now, just now. It's the thanks you. And if I take notes of my crap, maybe we'll have a new vocabulary. Noto, did you have such situations when you created new words because you want to quickly say two words in one? Like, do you have words of your own?
All the time, because my mind sometimes works faster than my mouth does. So yeah, I have such situations, and I remember one that I had with a friend from England. I don't remember the word right now, but it was like you don't have to not. You don't have to not. It was, and later on we reflected on you don't have to not. And it came out that it was like very, very interesting, having discussion about you don't have to not. So not in a sense of N-O-T, not, you don't have to not. So, I mean, this is something like you can use in your life. So sometimes your mind just messes around with your words, and there's coming something out that makes sense in a sense. Because you don't have to do anything. It's your choice in life where you go, what you do. And even if it sometimes seems you have to, no, you don't. You never have to. So, keeping with yourself, your own ethics, your own decisions, feeling good with it. This is what you do. And even if you don't know what's coming next, that doesn't matter. So the next step will arrange according to you don't have to not. I mean, this is it.
Yeah, I see. Oh, Captain Dream Team, I have a kind request to you. Will you please remind me? Please remember me. What's going on today? So many lapses in a less than an hour. Sorry. So please, would you be so kind to remind me? On which occasion did I said that I wanted to hang myself from the ugliest tree? Oh, oh God, it's very funny. Yeah, just can't remember, but maybe something took me out of order. I don't know, because my computer was bad. Oh, remember, guys, when my personal laptop used to kick me out of the show 5 or 3 minutes just before the end of it or in the middle of it, no matter. So we had a bundle of very poor raw materials that doesn't make sense. Recordings, I mean. And yes, yeah. Well, I'm not emotionally related to any dead objects. By the way, this is a lesson I learned by thanks to my grandmother, who would usually go after me and deliberately repeat, do not owe anything that you can't go without even 3 seconds. Do not owe anything, and so forth, so on. So the problem is that the laptop is not dear to me, but the show is dear to me. And it usually would take 10 to 15 minutes to get back on board, leaving you without recording and leaving me without the major fun. I hate to miss the pieces of the puzzle. How do you feel about missing parts, Anutu? What do you do about it? Do you have a tool to manage such situations, or you just hang yourself at the very first ugliest tree, like me?
Sometimes I would like to hang me to the most ugliest tree. But, to me, actually, no tree is really ugly. And, I don't know if I would, yeah, maybe I would think first, do I harm the tree with hanging me to the tree? And this is why I'm not doing it. So I'm missing. Yes, definitely. But I think this is life. You never have the full picture of everything, and this is good. So I mean, too much thinking will just distract you from the full picture. So it's good sometimes not to think, say, hey guys, I go with the flow. This is it. So move forward. This is what happens. And I remember you disappearing suddenly during one of two shows, and I was going like, "Oh my goodness, what am I doing here?
Like a ninja, in the ninja manner.
Yeah.
And then suddenly as a ninja appearing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Very silently. It was very silently. And I first didn't notice, and it was like the bling. And I thought, yeah, who left us? Ah, that was Ravi. Oh, fantastic. So cool.
Master
wonderful.
of the martial arts, yeah. The silent step.
Definitely. So, I mean, this is how life is. You never have the full picture, missing puzzle pieces, don't care, move on. I mean, this is it. So, yeah, but how about now I see. By the way, I think we're having so much fun. It's so fantastic to have you all here and be together with you on this special day. And like I said before, we went on recording. I said the 9th of November is a very important day for me, very personal one.
But you will never tell us why.
I will.
Well, because okay, please do.
Because it fits so perfectly into what you just said, missing the puzzle pieces. Sometimes you just, like you vanished like in India from the show. You come into life with, sometimes it was with me at least. I imagine there are more people, in this situation before. So you feel like missing puzzle pieces, like you popped out of the show and your computer crashed and you say, oh, there's something missing with me and I have to follow this up and I'm curious to know. And this is it with me. So the 9th of November is a very important day for two reasons. So 60 years ago, something happened to my family that tore the whole family apart and nobody really wanted to talk about it. So that was the missing puzzle piece that with my intuition or my feelings, I felt very early as a child that there is missing something in my life and nobody wants to talk about. So there was not even a chance to recover the computer hard drive to get to this information, but I feel something is not right. And that led me on a path of love and learning that I was writing about in my story called The Guy and the Lipstick. No, I'm not using lipstick, but it's about the favorite lipstick of my aunt that died that I had, and a picture of her, a photograph. So, and I was so lucky to be encouraged by the community to open up more and more from time to time. I was writing and tell about. So, and that was exactly to the day today, 60 years ago when she died and her husband died. So, and then that led me on the path. And exactly 20 years ago, I made it to America and went further on this path and finally did manage to find my family after a long, long time. There were 40 years in between for the family. So, and I'm so happy to be together with you all guys today. And because this is, without you, I would never have been able to write about it. I would never have been able to open up, to work this through for me again, to reflect on it again, and to talk about it. And there was so much more into this, while I was writing. I was learning again from it. And there was so much more I got from it while I was writing. So without you, that would never be possible. So it's the perfect day to celebrate with all of you because it's a happy day.
Ah, I see. That's an amazing courtesy you just did. Yeah, to all of us. And when I saw the Lady with Lipstick return on your blog, I was very happy because I missed this part of your work very much. It It was very intriguing to read it every time. So I wondered, but I never dared to ask you what happened. Why have you decided to stop writing it? But here I see that the answer is clear. You didn't stop. You just made a pause, which is good. Which is good because this is a very quality material. And as I see and imagine the weekly, the Wake Megan weekly digest, uh, held by numerous people at cafes. Likewise, I imagine you and also other talented authors of Timid I am introduced to having published their books, not only online, but good old-fashioned, old-time book that you are sitting somewhere in the park with or at the beach and enjoy some quality content and adds, of course, to the quality of time spent in a period of your life. So yes, thanks that you decided to revive this serial. And I wouldn't ask you how many chapters do you plan to write, but if you would like to just open a little bit the door for us to pimp what's coming up next in the next chapter, that would be a lovely finish for our today light discussion. And by the way, Anuto, we are so great with time that if we are cooking as we speak, by the way, our meals will be overburned. Don't you think so? We could chat hours and hours. But yes, bringing you back to closing the show, would you open just a little bit the door to look in your corner and see what's coming up for you next week?
Yes, of course. Yeah, it was actually some weeks. Actually, I don't know how many weeks, but there were long time interview from the last part to this one, because I got stuck at the sixth chapter with describing the situation, how we first met, how I first, the situation when I went down the escalator to see my family or part of my family the first time in my life, and how it feels when you see family that you never had, and you look into their faces and you see that they look so similar to all the loved ones close to you, and you feel the vibes, and you see little habits or gestures that remind you of your great-grandmother, of your grandmother. And then you arrive home at those people's house that you never met before in your life, and you go to the salon and you see your family at the wall, the pictures, the photographs of your grandmother, your great-grandmother, in a house where you've never been, with people you never met in your life physically. And this is a very strange situation, and I want to go from there. So the idea is to portray where I went from there, because this is actually where many more puzzle pieces that I missed when I was sitting there in the living room looking at the photographs of my family at a different continent, at a house I never been, people I never met before. And there were so many questions arising from this situation that led me through the world. I was traveling through the whole world on this path. And I will move from there, because there are much more riddles to come and much more things that had to be clarified for me, because I'm a person that always wants to know. I'm curious for life. I'm curious which way life turns, and I just went with the flow and said, okay, this is the situation. There are questions, They are riddles to be solved because I want to know what happened truly to my aunt and to the children when they were taken away in that terrible night by the military in a secret mission. And I was presented with pictures of very interesting pictures that are related to that. And I'm truly sure that it will move on not only a little bit emotional, but in another sense also interesting, for sure, very interesting. And together we will solve all these riddles.
Great sentence for closing up today's Barbarella extended mainly in our words, and we hope next time we will have you also popping up. And here's Kalidre. Hello. Um, so that was the 3 p.m. UTC edition of Barbarella, early hour for the people across the Atlantic, indeed. And thank you that you were so respectful and came up to have some fun with us early Friday. We will be back with the late edition, 8 p.m. today. But before that, be sure to have or not have words with Witty. No idea where is Witty, by the way, on his way to his place. Is he going to have his program from the place he is currently at? No idea, but I owe him a